A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Touch pass on the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Off play action. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Henderson. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Now on the return. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. This offense starts deep in a hole. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs for the tackle. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at.
It's a seam wide open. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. Now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
A first down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. Caught at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the left. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense got it, they're on the run. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Stockton. Bringing the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to get it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
So this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Simmons. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers are flying down the field. On the run, it's Henderson. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Howard. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Guys, only Minnesota and Wisconsin have played more often than Auburn and Georgia. This rivalry is rich in tradition.
And you're right, Reese. This goes back to 1892. A long time. This game has been heated. You know a bunch of the names, a bunch of the storylines. And speaking of storylines, how about the mascot for Georgia? Literally trying to bite an Auburn wide receiver. That's how real this rivalry is.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
A defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Now the play fake. Fires to the right. Rolls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. The last-second quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate play.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Looking for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on 1st down. With the catch, it's dealt. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Here's a heat. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Lots of running room. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Frazier. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Stockton. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. And the Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, it's the end around. And that play looked great when they drew it up, and the playbook did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you. See the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
They'll leave it with him. Fouls through the defense. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Oh, a lot of space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Grab behind the line. It's Simmons. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right.
Turning on the Jets. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, More big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
47. Second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. On the run, it's Frazier. He's in open space downfield. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground, he's got it again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play act.
He's loose. There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Here comes the heat. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And they're red and black going crazy. The fans going nuts. And Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs. Man, they got to do something about it.
And they did tack on the extra point. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they'll try the right side. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Place to start for this offense. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet stick. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To give to the back. There he goes. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Wide open spaces. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They've been running it, but now the pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Now on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Arrow.
Looking to fire. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Hunt is on its way. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for space, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.